Hello children. So in the previous class we have learned how to measure line segments using ruler or a scale. Yes. Now let us learn about some common errors. Errors are nothing but the mistakes that we might make while measuring the length of a line segment using a ruler. Okay children. And these errors can be applied not only to line segments but also when we are using the ruler to measure the length of different objects, such as measuring the length of a book or a pen or a pencil. So even while measuring the length of those objects, we have to keep in mind that we do not make or commit these errors and mistakes. So what is the common error that people tend to make? Measuring from the end of the ruler instead of 0. So take care to start measuring from 0. So what are they saying? Suppose if this is my line segment, see, from where should we start measuring? The end point should coincide with 0. So if not, if you place your ruler, or if you place the ruler below the line segment such that the end points are coinciding, the end point of the line segment and also the end point of the ruler are coinciding, then this will be wrong. So always take care that you are starting the measurement from 0. The end point should coincide with 0. So similarly, if you have a pencil, do not place your pencil like this. Do not place the pencil near the end of the scale. Always start from the 0 mark. Okay children, always start from the 0 mark. So this is the first and the most common error people tend to make. Instead of measuring from 0, they sometimes start measuring from the edge of the scale, which is false and which is not correct. Now coming to the next one, counting the lines instead of spaces. Take care not to count the line showing 0. The correct measurement here is 5 centimeters. Now what are they? Here, see children, you are measuring the length of this line segment. So what happens is sometimes we tend to count the lines. This is the length of line segment. It is starting here and it is ending here. So what happens is sometimes we start counting the lines. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. We might say that the length of our line segment is 7 centimeters. By counting the lines, we got that the length is 7 centimeters. But this is wrong. Whenever you are measuring the length of any object or any line segment using a ruler, you should always count the spaces. 1 space, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. You must always count the number of spaces between the lines but not the lines. Understood, right? If I count the number of lines, my measurement was 7 centimeters, but if I count the number of spaces in between these lines, the measurement is 6 centimeters, which is the correct and the actual measurement. Okay, so in short, what should we remember about measurement of line segments using scales is that one end point of the line segment should coincide with 0 on the scale. Should coincide with 0 but not the edge. Yes. Now when one end is at 0, then the length of the line segment, what will it become? We have to look at the other end. Where it is stopping, that will become our length of the given line segment. Here the other end point is coinciding with 6. So the length of the line segment becomes 6 centimeters. Suppose if you are having a line segment like this, which is starting at 8 centimeters and stopping at 12 centimeters. Now how will you measure the length of this one, children? Again, as we have discussed, we have to count the number of spaces. 1, 2, 3 and 4. By counting the number of spaces, we can say that the length of the line segment is 4 centimeters. If not, another way to find out the length is, so here one end point is at 8 and the other end point is at 12. Yes, one end point is at 8 and the other end point is at 12. So subtract these two measures, 12 minus 8. When we subtract, the answer would be 4. So the length of this line segment is equal to 4 centimeters. Is this clear, children? If you want to find out the length of line segment,